we should arrange a talk, and it is to be on research, ethics, and things like that. So I decided means to do something of more interest than only the ethics. So I selected this one. I hope you will enjoy this one. And the last one, you are hearing me?
Yes,
sir. The mic. You are hearing me?
Yes.
Okay. Now it means I will become a bit louder. If you are not hearing anything, it's okay. It's not
Sir, it will be
better.
better. It will be better.
So, it will be, it is an honor for me to talk to you, and background you saw from where I came in, just a common man like most of you. Some of you will be very exceptional. The thing that when some scientific discovery happens, and it has something to do very far connection with our religion, our eyes are, you can say, standing with it, that whether it will be a danger to our religion or not. And believe me, our religion is safe. Our religion is not, you can say, depending on science. But we got the last book, we got a revelation that will remain till the end. Today I am interpreting according to my own knowledge. It's a living book, and years later it will be interpreted in a different way. It's a living book. But it has nothing to do with my belief. Science is exploring the science in it. Because, you know, it's a book of guidance, not of science. But sometime, for, you can say, challenging our intellect, it talks about science. And that thing we will have to explore more and more. So if you want to find the very best tafsir of the scientific verses of the Holy Quran, then it is the science. Because science is exploring it day by day. If someone wants to learn science from the Holy Quran, then it is not a right way. He is gearing up his car in a reverse direction. Science you will learn from your intellect, and then you will see whether it's matching. If it's not matching, it's not that fault. It is fault here. It will refine itself. Today, or even for 100 years, I don't come to know about it, but maybe after 100 years, it will be. And this is the talk which is relevant to that thing, that how science proceeds and how the religion is. And we will say that something considered very universal becomes wrong. And that is really very strange. Universal means everyone did experiment on that, and that was right. And after 100, 200 years, that thing becomes wrong. That understanding becomes wrong. So we will go on with this. Okay. So the title that I selected, you know, this is the very discovery of the 2019. In 2015, we heard that when two dancing black holes, they just merged into one another and a sound was produced. And we heard that sound in 2015. And then we got its picture as well. And how far it is. This is M87, a galaxy. We are part of a solar system, or solar system is part of, or you can say another system, and then that is a part of the galaxy, and this galaxy is a part of the cosmos. So billions of galaxies there. We are just like, you can say, a piece of sand in a Sahara, in a desert. So, and we are having the intellect to see things around. Okay, this is M87 galaxy, and this is 54 million light years away. Think of this thing. 54 million. Then light years. Light travels around 300 lakh kilometer in 1 second. And then 1 second you convert to hours and days and years, and then 54 million of that. So तकरीबन बन जाता है कोई 50 करोड़ मील दूर. If it is that much far, तो अब इसे कितना टाइम हो गया और शायद ये हो ही ना. हमें तो अब नजर आया, ये पता नहीं हो ही ना. मैं आपको ये डिटेल में समझाऊंगा. Is English okay for you or Urdu okay for you?
You can have both and mix.
Okay, so we will also go with a mix-up. So we will see this thing, that how we saw this thing. Now, क्योंकि मौलवी साहिबान तो कहते हैं कि साइंस तो चांद को भी नहीं देख सकता, तो इतने दूर चांद से जब लाइट इधर आ रही है तो उसे 1 सेकंड से भी कम टाइम लगता है. सूरज से जब आ रही है, so it takes around 8 seconds and some 8 minutes and 20 seconds. सूरज से from the sun. This one is coming 54 million light years away, and we are able to see it. So it is a very, you can say, dishonesty with the science if someone says that science cannot see the moon. So seeing is a very broad word, and you know that if we go through the Holy Quran or the Hadith, for the moon there is no, you can say, eye seeing is required. I can count them all on the fingertips, that never ever with eyes this thing is necessary. The word used there, ra'a, right? In a hadith and all this, and ra'a is, Quran is full of it. So ra'a means to see, but in a broad view, not only with the eye. For that, nazar is used in the Holy Quran. You can go to the Holy Quran. I can show you more than 100 places. Never ever. It will be using nazar and ra'a, two different contexts. Okay, that may be the topic of the next one, but hopefully when this year the moon sighting issue will be coming in, I will publish a column on this, as I am already in the write-up of it. Okay, so let's start. What we will cover today, I will say this is a starting point. So what we will cover today, we will cover gravity and its historical background. We will see whether gravity is a force or not. Then the concept of the space-time. Space we mean zaman, right? Makan, and time we means zaman. Zaman or makan. Space and time. Whether they are coupled or they are separate things. We will discuss this one. Then there was a very exceptional theory by Albert Einstein in 1905, which was called the special theory of relativity. This theory almost jolted the science. There were so many problems with this one and the explanation of this one. And everyone who was approaching Einstein, that this thing is not coming true with this theory. Why this theory is doing something like this which is not consistent with the science. And then Einstein took more 10 years to publish the General Theory of Relativity, a comprehensive theory that ruled the all science that we have for more than 100 years. And when the world was celebrating the 100 years of Einstein, the theory of Einstein, then we came to know the very unexpected about that theory as well. Einstein theory predicted something, and Einstein himself was not accepting those things. And after 100 years, everything came just in a plate that you will have to accept. And then means it was accepted. But Einstein was completely against this word which we call the black hole. Black hole, आप इसे एक सितारा समझ लें, आपको क्लियर हो जाएगा। So what are black holes? We will have to discuss them as well. Black hole, अगर आप उर्दू में इसके लिए कोई आसान लफ्ज ढूंढना चाहे तो इसे आप कहते हैं सितारों का कब्रिस्तान। जिस तरह हमारा कब्रिस्तान होता है ना, जब हम मर जाते हैं हम उन्हें उधर दफना देते हैं, वहाँ पे क्या होता है, हम गल सड़ जाते हैं, खत्म हो जाते हैं। ठीक है, सबसे पहले फ्लैश खत्म होते हैं, उसके बाद बोन्स भी खत्म हो जाती है, बात खत्म। जिस चीज से बने थे उसी में वापस। तो we will discuss them. सबसे पहले the very first thing that we will discuss gravity. That whether gravity is a force. हम तो यही पढ़ते चले आ रहे हैं ना, ग्रेविटी एक फोर्स है। हम देखते हैं कि लोगों ने इसको किस तरह समझा। This is the weakest force of all four fundamental forces. Now they are not four, but they are three actually. Abdus Salam got Nobel Prize on the converting from 4 to 3, the weak interaction. He joined the force. So this one is the weakest of all forces in the nature, and the whole cosmos is actually due to this force. Otherwise it will scatter. It is not a force. Gravity is not a force. 10 Newton, it was a force, but it is not a force. It is the consequence of space-time curvature, and now I will tell you what this thing means. So gravity, जिसे हम कशिश सकल कहते हैं, किसी भी मास का दूसरे मास को खींचना, तो ये फोर्स नहीं है। This is not a force. This is a geometrical property. Geometrical property, I will explain you a little bit कि geometrical property क्या होती है। For example, ये टेबल है और इस पे अगर मैं इसे आप माइंड ना करें तो मैं आपको जरा एक आसान सा वो दिखा। ये इतना हेवी नहीं है, बिल्कुल। अब आप देखें, अब आप देखें, this glass will attract this water. अगर मैं ग्रेविटी यानी वो मास है, ये मास है, तो ये ग्लास इसको अट्रैक्ट करेगा थोड़ी देर में। देखा, अट्रैक्ट किया ग्रेविटी की वजह से। ग्रेविटी थी ना जिसने अट्रैक्ट किया।
एंगल आपने
ये तो ग्लास ने अट्रैक्ट नहीं किया, ये तो आप कह रहे हैं आपने टेबल उठाया, ये उधर चला गया। बिल्कुल इसी तरह न्यूटन ने देखा, इसी तरह आइंस्टाइन ने देखा। न्यूटन ने देखा ये जो ग्लास या ये जो बॉटल जो है ना वो ग्लास की तरफ जा रहा है, तो ये ग्रेविटी की वजह से जा रहा है। आइंस्टाइन ने नहीं, आइंस्टाइन ने कहा नहीं, किसी ने टेबल उठाया है। ठीक है, यू गॉट इट? ज्योमेट्रिकल प्रॉपर्टी से कहते हैं किसी ने ज्योमेट्री चेंज की है। ये जो बॉटल ग्लास की तरफ गया, ग्रेविटी की वजह से ही गया, दोनों मान रहे। लेकिन वो जो ग्रेविटी है वो ज्योमेट्री ही चेंज हुई है। ज्योमेट्री क्यों चेंज हुई है? टेबल इस तरह था, मैंने स्लोप दे दी है, तो ये ज्योमेट्री ही है, ये उनका कोई अट्रैक्शन नहीं है, तो ये कोई फोर्स ना हुआ, कोई ज्योमेट्री चेंज कर रहा है। दिस इज ए ज्योमेट्रिकल प्रॉपर्टी। ठीक है, अब हम इसको आगे देखेंगे। ग्रीको रोमन वर्ल्ड, अरिस्टोटल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ग्रेविटी, you connect the charger. Aristotle concept of gravity. We will have to start from Aristotle. He said that heavy objects are falling to the ground, while the lighter objects are going up. And अब फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप देखिए, कोई भी हैवी चीज आप गिराते हैं वो जमीन पे आ रही है, लेकिन जो स्मोक है वो तो नहीं आ रही, वो तो ऊपर जा रही है। उन्होंने कहा some heavenly bodies are attracting this smoke. गलत था, वो तो अब हमें पता ही नहीं चल गया कि ये तो difference in air pressure is responsible for this. That gases are going up and the heavy bodies are going down. This was the difference in the pressure, but it was his concept. Archimedes discovered the center of gravity of triangles, so I will not go into the details of each, but he did some work. And then Vitruvius, gravity doesn't depend on weight but on nature. The Galileo Galilei, the very famous experiment of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, he dropped, you can say, one light and one heavy object and they hit the ground at the same time. So he said that gravity is not dependent on mass. It is, you can say, it is the air friction which you can say the lighter objects are falling slowly while the heavier are falling faster. So it has nothing to do with the mass, it is only the air friction which is this. And then the modern gravitation theory started from Galileo Galilei. 1687, Newton theory of universal gravitation. Newton gave it a new shape. He said that whenever there will be mass, there will be gravity. But even though Einstein did work on it, but at the moment we don't know what gravity is actually. Because unless and until we have the quantum theory of gravity, we cannot say what this thing is in reality. We will see some of the aspects of it, but we cannot say surely about this thing, what this is. So till the moment we don't know, and work is required on this one. You know, a scientist just do an experiment or do some theoretical work and he design an equation or a theory. Then that theory is put forward and it explains the surrounding. If it is explaining well, it is considered a successful theory. And after some time, when the theory becomes unable to explain something which is occurring, which is practical, then that theory is put aside. This one is not working. There is something else which we will have to, you can say, search for it. Then the very first thing, which was the problem of the Mercury's orbit. Newton's law was not explaining the Mercury's orbit. You know, in Mercury orbit, there is a precession. It, you can say, change the orbit. So it is going like this here, then in the next it will be a little bit other way, then like this, and so on. And how slow it is changing it, it is 43 arc second per century. Means 100 साल में ये 1 डिग्री के भी कम हिस्से में जो है ना चेंज करता जाता है, 1 सदी में. तो ये बहुत कम था, पहले पता नहीं चला. जब पता चला कि ये तो प्रिसीड कर रहा है, तो न्यूटन थ्योरी उसे एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर रही थी. न्यूटन तो फिक्स चीजें ले रहा था, अब उसमें ऑर्बिट का चेंज आ नहीं रहा था. दिस वाज वन ऑफ द फेलियर ऑफ द ग्रेविटेशनल थ्योरी. तो फिर हम पीछे जाते हैं कि न्यूटन से समझने में कहाँ पे गलती हुई है. उसने पूरा पिक्चर शायद नहीं देखा, थोड़ा सा हिस्सा देखें. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैं अगर देखूं नलका खोल लूं, पानी आ रहा है, मैं खुश हो जाऊं, पानी आ रहा है, नलके में पानी है, तो कोई कहेगा कि नलके में नहीं है भाई, उधर टैंकी में है. तो मैं कहूँ अच्छा ठीक है, शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, टैंकी में पानी है. क्योंकि नहीं, टैंकी में भी नहीं है, ये तो नीचे एक टैंकी है, उसमें है. कोई नया नहीं है, उसमें भी नहीं है, वो ट्यूबवेल से आ रहा है. ट्यूबवेल में किधर से आ रहा है? जमीन से आ रहा है. तो जमीन तक तो बात खत्म हो जाएगी, लेकिन अगर ये कोई पूछे जमीन में कहां से आ रहा है, दिस विल बिकम एन ओपन क्वेश्चन में, कहां से आ रहा है पानी. तो किसी ने तो